John, thanks for sharing this with me. So let me give you the lowdown on what I took a look at. Okay, so in here, let me see if I can get this. Yeah, in here, the glow tanning saw 241%. Yeah, I would expect that to be dramatically higher if you guys have never done a collective ad together, right? So that's kind of a given. Compared to the previous week, a tremendous 22,000 new users. That I'm going to challenge a little bit because there's a couple of ways to do Facebook ads. And this is pertaining to a Facebook campaign, okay, not Google ads. But there's some similarities. But anyway, Facebook ads, when I'm trying to target an audience of people that already buy and do my services, like say 3, 6, 9 month, 12-month people, really you just provide a little bit of data to Facebook and they upload it, jam it into their algorithm, and then they create something called a lookalike campaign. That's what I would have done. People that already do business with you, besides the people that do, because you fed them the information, they'll go and find that audience for you. That's how I would have ran this. The second way I would have done it, if that didn't work, if she didn't have that data, is I would have drilled down on a pretty good demographics like age, gender type, age, income, just a lot of parameters that you could throw in there because this campaign would not be restricted by the real estate restriction, credit, or employment restrictions. Those restrictions, Facebook or Google, they did this, man, probably 2018, 2016. They announced it 2018, it was finalized. You cannot go do any kind of breakdown, income, age, nothing, right? So it's just 18 to 65, wide open, everybody. So the whole idea is I would have did a lookalike campaign so I could have found exactly who we know loves us anyway, or I would have did a serious demographical breakdown of who I'm after. Each store received 516 clicks. I was curious as to what that might mean because most of you guys don't have a website. It's part of the national landing page. So let's talk about that in just a second. So I'm going to go here real fast. So average page session, average page is 2. So they went to 2 pages. So when she says everybody received 514 clicks, okay, average 500. And notice she did say you had 6 locations, but you've got an advertising budget of this much money for Texas. I don't know why you got that split like that. But this is what 2 clicks would be, sir. I'm on Facebook. I see the ad. I click it. So as soon as I click that ad, that's when the timer starts. Then I arrive here. Then I go to locations and then I click Colorado. Okay? Because guess what? If I would have clicked more than 2 pages, this could have been 3, 4. We have some people, there's 2 or 3 pages because they're going into different sections, right? 2's okay if I can get them directly to that. So where did it deliver people to? If I was in Colorado or any of these other states, did I had to go to the landing page of Glo Tanning, then go to locations, or did I wind up here at locations? Now, if I'm at locations, there's no way to reach out to you. And I'm not going to sit there while I'm on my phone and try to read this number and then type it. I just want to click it. But guess what? That's not a clickable number. You have to go to a third page to go here. So, what was the call with Oni and all the franchises? I would have had a group call with everybody that participated with the campaign outside of her and just said, hey guys, was this good for you? Because we saw a massive increase on this call, the national number. We saw a massive increase on, hey Denver, or hey St. Louis, whoever, right? You had like spikes, right? So did you get more foot traffic? That's what I would be asking because this really looks like a national branding Facebook ad based on the numbers. But you guys got to participate in a $35,000 spend, right? Right there. So you just got to take a look at it. I would expect these to be higher. I would expect this to be higher. That's a little suspicious, but the sessions, I would expect them to be higher. The bounce rate, I would expect it to be higher. National average used to be 20% in the good old days. And I mean like within the last 3 to 5 years. Good old days, talking about that. But 44 is actually above the benchmark. You want to be around 30, 35 is the best, and then 35 to 40 is about the normal today. Just simply because of the number of people on the internet today post 2020, right? And because infrastructures are being built everywhere, you just have more and more junk traffic that's out there. That's why you really need a lookalike campaign or a really good demographic so you can go not pull in stuff that has nothing to do with anything you offer. So this is dramatically high and it's up 41%. So that's the first big red flag for 35,000. Then the second red flag is they weren't on there for any longer than trying to call me, get my voicemail, and then not leave me a message and hang up. So what communication was that? That's called no conversion. No conversion at all. I wouldn't imagine out of this 514 that generated a lot of conversion. What would conversion be? People, called and wanted to sign up, or did people walk in to try it out? Really, it's an open house, so I think the best measurement would be how many foot traffic came in at each location. Does anybody have that? I would bet I would really be watching that ticker if I was a location owner, right? So let's just take a look at these numbers right here. Impressions is the amount of people that it got served to, and then the reach is the actual people that this is served, right, and reach. So you really want the impressions to be no more than 2 times than the reach. And there's something inside of a Facebook ad called frequency. It's like a percentage number, like a 1 point or a 2 point. So the higher the frequency of the ad campaign, the better at the target that I was looking for that my ads actually hit. So in other words, if I'm selling cheese and you were looking for cheese and you found my ad for cheese, I did a good job. You see what I'm talking about? So that's what I'm saying. But let's take a look at something here, John, and just for your benefit, so you know how to look at this stuff. Because I'll be honest with you, a lot of owners, a lot of people that have businesses, and they do good at businesses, have no idea what these numbers look like or what they mean. But I would take the 875 and I would divide it by my reach. That's 68,466, right? So you're at 0.012. So you're at 1%. These guys down here, and I noticed their number, but they did spend more money. They had 2,100 clicks versus your 875 on 123,000 versus your 68. So let's go take a look at their number. They were 2108 divided by 123, 843. So they're 0.017, almost 2%, right? Really 2%, you could count it, and you're at 1. Well, what's the big difference there? Now, they spent quite a bit more money on one location or one line versus one line. I don't know how many that adds up to. She's got you at 6 over here when she shows Texas in that. But anyway, you can take a look that you spent a lot more money, but I just want to drill down on one line. So they had that many clicks for that for less than what paper does, mailer does. Remember, 2-3%, that's the golden rule. 1-2% is mail, snail mail. So you guys got a Facebook campaign to do as low as snail mail. I'm just interested in how that seems to be successful with all the traffic. Was there plenty of foot traffic? That's a great question at each location. Because this really looks like a overall national branding campaign. Why would I drive everybody to the landing page and then to a location page? Or if I drove it to the location page, then why is it so hard to just get to services without having to click another page, meaning a phone number, right? Why wasn't on the landing page, look at something for me. We drove all that traffic here, or we drove all that traffic here, and nowhere is there a banner, a flash, a scroller, anything coming to the open house. Man, you guys set up no conversion at all and spent $35,000. So the girl doing the Facebook ad, if she's a real ad agency and I'm going to drive traffic and then go track it with Google Analytics, I would have made damn sure I had it set up to receive it. Like, why throw a fast pitch if you ain't got nobody back there that can catch it, right? That's my 2 cents, okay? So this right here, when you look at the amount of people that it reached and then the impressions, how many times it served it up, you really only want that to be like 2 to 1. When it's 3 or 4 to 1, like this one, right? Then a whole lot of people are seeing it. You're paying for a whole lot more clicks. You're going to spend more money, but did it attribute to real traffic? If it did, then let's go look at what that campaign looked like for my area so I can break down that demographics and hit it again. Tune it in a little better. Is that going to be available? Other than that, it really just looks like it's a national campaign for a national brand that had no hooks on its national landing page, on anybody's page, for anything about an open house. 35 grand, man. I don't know. I would have probably done it different. Thanks.